And now it's time for another edition of Brands Behaving Badly, and we've got a good one this week about the children's YouTube star Blippi. Now, if you've got young kids, you know exactly who this guy is. My two daughters have watched him quite a bit. They tend to grow out of him by the time they get to be about 3 or 4, but my 3-year-old loves his content and watches it all the time. And I got to give the guy credit because he goes to an existing facility like a farm or a children's museum, dresses up in the costume, and just kind of has the camera follow him around as he acts like a little kid playing with all this stuff, and kids just eat this up, and he's making a ton of money doing this, so good for him. But here's the problem. He is trying to expand his empire, but he's trying to do so by not involving himself in that expansion. So he's got a live show that he's doing across the United States here, and you would think Blippi, being a human being, would actually be the guy in the live show, but no, he's hiring an actor to play him. And most of the venues were not advertising the fact that Blippi himself, the actor that plays Blippi, is not going to be the one you see at the show. And some parents are pretty ripped about that because the tickets aren't cheap. And a lot of parents were opting for the meet and greet, hoping that they could have their kids meet the guy that plays Blippi in person. But they won't be meeting Blippi. They'll be meeting this actor with the costume on. And a lot of folks are pretty ticked about that. And you can read more at this BuzzFeed News article. Now, Blippi, for his part, has posted a mea culpa up on his Facebook page. And what was odd about this is that they said, hey, we had an interview with Billboard magazine, and we told them there that it was going to be an actor. And it also says it on the FAQ on our website. But really what happens with these local shows is that you don't hear about it from Billboard magazine or from Blippi himself. You get an email or a mailer from the local venue like we did saying, hey, Blippi is coming to perform at our venue, would you like to buy tickets? And sure enough, when we found out about the show, this is what we saw, which was this information about Blippi coming to the Bushnell in Hartford, Connecticut, but nothing about the fact that Blippi was being played by an actor. And they even had an opportunity here to have a meet and greet and photo opportunity with Blippi, along with a souvenir bag, and you can buy a VIP ticket to have that experience. And this stuff isn't cheap. Again, a couple $100 if you got more than one kid. But this representation was that Blippi was going to be the Blippi we see on the YouTube channel. My local venue has since changed the language here. And I would imagine that the language they posted was what they got from Blippi's tour company, because that's typically how this stuff works. The touring company provides all the information for marketing, and then the venue puts it out to their list to get people to come to the show. So now, as you can see here, they're saying, they're putting that disclaimer language here that Stephen John is the creator of Blippi and is the writer and creative force behind the character. But now, as he's evolved as a character, he's excited that a dynamic stage performer has been cast as Blippi to entertain and thrill audiences across the country. So apparently, Blippi is so busy with his YouTube channel, he can't do his own live show, which is crazy. Now, it's funny, I got into a discussion with my brother about this, who said, hey, he's a character, he's not a person necessarily, but I think in this case, yes, he's a character, but he's a character played by an actor that people recognize. It's not like he's putting on a Paw Patrol helmet and running out with a costume character here. He's an actual human being that's recognizable. You can get away with it if you're Santa Claus, but you really can't get away with it if you're Blippi. So if you did book tickets to the show, check the fine print, because the actor you're going to see playing Blippi is not who he says he is. I know this is probably a stupid thing, but still, I hate it when people make the YouTube creator community look bad. And this is one of these entitled things where, who is this guy that he can think he can hire an actor to play him? He's that big? No, I think it's really unfortunate that a lot of people were misled by somebody in the YouTube community like this. Hopefully the venues that sold tickets will offer refunds, and hopefully it comes out of Blippi's pocket when it happens.
This channel is brought to you by the Lon.TV supporters, including gold level supporters, the 4 Guys with Quarters podcast, Chris Allegretta, Tom Albrecht, Brian Parker, and Kalyan Kumar. If you want to help the channel, you can by contributing as little as $1 a month. Head over to Lon.TV/support to learn more. And don't forget to subscribe. Visit Lon.TV/S.